I think we're live. We are live. Hey guys.
Splendid. Live.
Varian decided to draw tonight.
Don't say that I'm live.
Well, I'm live. That's all that matters. Hey Sam, how are you?
Okay.
What are you drawing tonight?
Well, I don't know yet.
Why don't you know?
I have a page here that needs to be inked, and I have a page here that I'm working on from my book. I started this on this page here with Poison Ivy, Man Thing, and Swamp Thing on Drawn and Cord Fan Ultimate Edition now last week.
Yeah.
And then I didn't touch it after that. So I could finish this and have it for print this year.
Yeah, you were supposed to have it last year.
Yeah, or I can, or I can work on my book. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I do like inking this. This is fun. I got these, nice shiny multi liners. So yeah.
Exactly, Randy. I'm live. That's all that matters. Thank you.
So I'm doing drawing tonight, and yeah.
Well, we'll continue showing off your drawings as soon as I hit my awesome intro.
Okay.
So here's the intro, guys. Now we're back.
Yay.
You sound so happy.
You know what's weird is that I'm watching it from my tablet, and my tablet has everything like running slow. So
Lots of lag.
it's a mind fuck. I have no idea why this happened. I don't understand it. But yeah, so yeah.
Sim says I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, her intro isn't as long and self-congratulatory as mine is. Mine is like, you will notice me.
Well, see, my intro really doesn't have to introduce me. Everybody just wants to see me anyways.
No, that's not true.
We're doing good, Sim. Just winging it tonight. Nothing really to talk about, but I still wanted to be on for you guys. So it's pretty much a Ask Me Anything tonight. And live call-ins. I'll put the link in shortly in the chat.
Be honest with these people. You are doing the show because you're trying to get the watch hours up. Be honest with these people.
No, that's not what Geekgasm is about. Geekgasm is about having the female point of view in the comic book industry. I mean, guys just tune in, and I understand why.
I don't understand why.
I'm awesome.
They should be They should be tuning in to Indie Vault, the only show.
They do, but then they come see me. And yes, my intro is short and sweet, so that's how I like it. Wow.
I've never heard a woman say that. Anyway,
my intro I like short and sweet, straight to the point.
I hate this piece now. I hate it. Good reason.
Why?
It's like a bunch of green characters, and I'm keeping that in mind while I'm inking it. Like when I draw in color. It's kind of weird.
Well, that's why we have a colorist.
Yeah, well, no, when I draw in color. So I'm trying to figure out what to place the blacks and for the presidents. Like where to place those pesky blacks. Where can I place those?
Hey Scott, how are you? I'm gonna put a invite link in the chat in a minute, so you're more than welcome to come on and talk with us.
Where should I place these pesky blacks? see here. They do take away from the drawing so much. Look at him, always standing around. Marching.
Randy says, respect the Lola.
Ooh.
All right, let me put this link in so people that want to chill with me can.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second, guys.
Look at they get hit and chill. I can
No, you're not leaving.
eat myself a sandwich.
No, because I make the sandwiches, so.
You heard it first here. I didn't say it. She makes just that's sexist. Set your people.
I think I'm doing this right.
You set your you set your gender back like 18 years. I make the sandwiches around here. Oh, okay.
I make good sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
Yep, they're yummy.
Can everybody hear me okay? Do I sound like I'm
Far away.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably, but
Is that how I do that? Sorry, guys. I've never shared a link before.
you did the
On here.
invite and then you put that in there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I did it right. Awesome. And there is the link for anybody that wants to pop in. You're more than welcome. We're just watching Varian draw.
You're watching me. Consider still not sure if I'm signed on with this man. This is
He needs to draw. He needs to get it done.
yeah.
It's con season. He's procrastinating too much.
Yeah. And sleep be good.
Yeah, he does have to get up and do the breakfast buzz at 9 a.m. tomorrow on Indie Vault.
Yes, the breakfast buzz. We're
Sim wants to know what comic you're working on.
well, I'm working on my book, The Begotten. That's this right here. This page here. It's actually
Hold on. I'm going to put you full screen so people can see.
Okay. This page here is actually our bad guy, Lucifer.
Uh-oh. We got trouble in the green room.
Uh-oh. Trouble in the green room, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see who it is.
I'll pop him in a minute. Okay, show off your page.
Oh, no, it's Lucifer. He's been kicked out of heaven. It's the devil. There he is. And, working on this page. Been working on it for a while. Kind of tired of it. So, yeah. And what will happen is I'll take this page and I will scan it, turn it all blue, print it out on another board, and then go on and ink it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, see, I know that sounds like a lot of work, and it is, but I like the look that I get afterwards because I can go in, move. Yeah, it's really nice, and I can still move stuff around because it's blue, so I'm still not locked into anything. I can still change and move some stuff around at the last minute.
The trouble is messing with my comments while he's waiting.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm going to introduce the trouble. Here he comes. And here he is.
What's up with that character?
This character?
He's melting.
He's melting.
He's melting? Is
Yeah.
that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Looks like he's on fire.
Yeah, he is.
Fire, fire.
It's not a good day for the devil in this book. Thinking about that
You're
fateful
gonna
day.
loop? Oh, wait a minute. I bet that's on mine. Hang on. There we go. I was hearing double now. I just had to get rid of it.
I see you changed your name.
I am Gandalf the Checkered.
Well, why don't you introduce yourself so everyone knows who you are for the new people?
I am Gandalf the Checkered. Some people call me Zim.
Or Trouble.
I haven't been called Trouble in a long time. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. A long time.
I did know a guy who up to a party once and he says, "Oh, V, before we go in here, man, my name is Kyle." I'm like, "What?" Yeah, before we go in here, my name's Kyle.
Here's Rob with his
That's why-
comment.
That's why I don't do conventions, convention parties anymore.
What's wrong now, Rob? You're still talking about bonding. What are your gripes? I want to know.
Invader Zim. That's right, Sim.
Yeah. Invader Sim. Hey, what is Sim and Zim in this?
I haven't invaded anything in a long time either. So it's probably TMI.
When are we gonna make the Sim and Zim connection?
Yeah,
I think we need to do our own podcast,
Yeah.
the Sim and Zim Show.
Yeah.
that would be cool. Hey, Dave, how are you?
Dave the Supreme.
He has arrived.
Welcome.
Oh.
We're pretty much winging it tonight.
Yeah.
I don't have a specific topic.
I want to take the time to actually talk about my new book, getting ready to launch. It's gonna be on Kickstarter in a month. It's called
Albino Wino.
No. This one's called The Alaskan Snow Dragon.
The Alaskan Snow Dragon.
The
Oh,
Alaskan
from
Snow-
the dictionary?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm doing some research for a book I'm doing.
Is that some strange urban dictionary reference?
No, it's not an Urban Dictionary reference. It's
You sent me the definition of bucking bronco earlier.
Yeah.
yeah, because I
Or-
sent
or
him the
doing
dictionary.
bronco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sent him a dictionary of sexual terms.
Hmm. Well, now that's handy, isn't it?
Yeah, so no, he's having fun with it.
Where do you think you got that book from? From Satan? Anyway,
Probably Rob.
you're always blaming Rob. Sim says, "Hell yeah, brother."
Oh,
Let's see. What's
Um,
Rob have to say
Hey,
now?
I just got notification that you're on the air.
Yay! Rob says, "My husband said your husband said I had to watch it for you."
Yeah.
Yes. I just wanted to get your opinion on it.
He said it was horrible last night.
Yeah, he said. Oh, hold on. I'm running a whole bunch of comments.
Mhm.
Hello, Gus. Rob says short list or long list. Either one. Doesn't matter. You can even message it to me privately if you want.
Rob probably set up a notepad the entire movie.
And Dave says he needs that book. The dictionary book? I'll send it to you if that's what you're talking about. And Rosema says he can't find the link. Randy, can
Dave?
you send Rosema
Dave,
the
I've
link?
seen you got a family. I don't think you need that book. You're doing just fine on your own.
The bucking bronco.
We need a. Who needs a link?
Rosema.
You want me just to throw it in the comment section?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I did that already, but he says he can't find it. He needs help.
Look for it now.
The participating stores.
There it is.
There's the link for anybody again who wants to pop in and chill with us.
Not just anybody.
Yeah, I have control who comes in.
There you go.
Twitchers will come in and be like, "Yeah, look at
I'm
my
a
swinging
sucker
knee."
for an aggressive woman.
Those Twitchers will come.
She can kick our ass out at any time. You're done.
Dave says, "Yep."
Yep.
Dave, I'll message you the link so you can look it up.
But don't
Scott
take my
is
Alaskan.
lost among the tech.
Don't take my Alaskan Snow Dragon idea. He's coming. It's gonna be like the Never Ending Story dog. But he's gonna be big. It's gonna Alaskan Snow Dragon.
Oh, you can publish that under my brand.
Yeah, the Alaskan Snow Dragon.
We'll have to talk about doing some work under your brand.
Yeah.
I got a few properties you can do.
All right, man. I've learned to respect good writers. Writing my book that I'm working on, it is so hard.
Gets a little rough when you actually want to apply some talent, doesn't it?
It does.
You think, oh, it's so easy. We'll just tell a story, and then,
Yeah.
hey, guess what? You want the story to be entertaining, you should know some things.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Lesson 1: avoid pizza shops.
No, there's no.
Unless they're going for shawarma and it's an epilogue.
Oh, there's no pizza shops in my thing.
That's for sure.
It's more. It's no
talk. Coffee talk.
There's a coffee scene, but not like super long. It's really brief, where she's just making coffee.
Mr. Rosema is still lost among the tech.
But he needs to get it together.
I'll send it to him on the on a PM basis directly to him.
If he can't get it together, he's not going to be allowed on.
Maybe then he will understand.
Trying to render realistic fire is
fire.
Yeah. It's a problem.
There, Scott. I have sent it to you through the FB.
Hopefully now he can find it.
Ghost Tyler Bush says, "Hey, hello."
Who?
Ghost Tyler Bush.
Oh, I said hi to Gus.
Oh, did you?
Who's Bush?
I did.
What?
Who's Bush? That's someone's last name that said hi.
Oh,
that'd be related to the president.
Waving to the president. Wrong Bush. Sorry.
Hey, Billy Bush.
He's just talking shit right now.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Because he's pretending he's drawing there.
Yeah, right. He needs to draw.
That's what I should be doing.
He's actually gonna do a photo shoot with him drawing some more, because my photography class for college, I have to do a photographic essay.
Oh, I thought you wanted to take a picture of him drawing just to prove that he does it every once in a while.
No, he's my topic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm doing the life of a comic book artist as my essay.
She chose me.
And I chose him.
The life of a frustrated publisher.
Yeah. You can watch me go grayer and grayer as the.
Yeah, if you were closer, I would have had you as my topic.
Oh, look at that.
My wife wouldn't approve of that.
Rob gave you a list.
I asked her a few times. Not about you, but anyway, she's not up for that.
Gus says no
relation.
No relation to any of the
topic.
Bushes. But then Rob put a bunch of stuff there.
He did.
Yeah.
Rob, why don't you just come on? And we can talk about this.
Okay, the outfits didn't fit. The bondage they show is dangerous when they tie each other up, and the rope is horrible.
It is.
It's always important to be a rope connoisseur.
Boy Scouts,
The whole way it is treated, again, as only damaged people do.
Mm-hmm.
It's about BDSM without
bonding
ever
is.
ever being about, but instead written by someone who knew a person who did something in college but wanted to talk about a guy on guy relationship instead of its title. It hurt any creative soul.
I heard my creative soul to use BDSM to again tell another story.
I keep having my creative soul attacked constantly. Drives me nuts. No, well, not literally, but.
He's like, yeah, give him 10 minutes.
Okay.
Jax has to go to sleep before he starts yelling.
Yeah. Pretty much.
The next room. Those people are crazy. Are we on the radio tonight?
We are. But
he's not by his computer to tell you numbers.
I can't see the numbers.
We still appreciate you, even if we don't know where you're coming from.
Exactly.
You're listening like, what?
We appreciate all our listeners on all platforms.
I prefer the listeners.
Sim says he finished the colors on Cybershock last
Did you?
weekend. So now I'm working on the last 3 pages of Blood Hunt and the 2 pages of Nat the Merc. Is that the story of an incredibly small bug for hire? Did you guys see the promo for the Skullbusters? No.
No.
I did see the promo for Skullbusters.
Oh, I have to see it.
I seen the promo for Skullbusters. I see everything.
Oh, I'll have to look at it.
He sees it all.
Yeah.
We got trouble number 2 entering.
Trouble number
And here
2.
he is.
Trouble number 2.
You
That
are
means
trouble
I'm
number 2.
Trouble
I
number 1.
heard you guys talk about me.
We were.
I'm gonna be banned, huh? Just because I'm
I
stupid.
have to see it.
You're not gonna be banned.
I'll have to look at it.
So many other
Who's
people
got an
out there
echo?
that need
Yeah,
to be
trouble
banned
number
before
2
you are.
entering.
Oh, is that?
Trouble number
Yeah,
2.
someone's got feet. You are trouble number 2.
I heard you guys talk about me.
I think that's.
You need to turn your YouTube feed off, buddy.
Oh, there I am. Better?
Yes.
Okay.
Or else you'll just keep hearing yourself delayed all the time.
Well, I'm the only one that does hear me, apparently. So
Who that? Sim
Who
doesn't
dat?
know who you are.
Introduce yourself.
everybody, Scott Roseman here, long time professional in the industry since '87. Marvel, DC, Warner Brothers, Valiant, Archie Comics,
Well, I wasn't even born yet.
Disney.
You're gonna list all of our companies? Holy crap, we'll be here for hours.
I should just hold up a sign. This is what I've done. Look at this.
It's just
Yeah, there you
labeled as Freelancing whore.
He did so much Space Ghost stuff.
Oh, Space Ghost.
Yeah.
So now, Lola, this is now your gig right here. This is no more
It is.
Varian.
That's why you needed to come in as somebody else. I'm Gandalf the Checker.
Oh, you're the Gandalf the Checker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Septimus Severus? Oh my God.
He spelt that wrong.
Yeah. That's terrible.
It's supposed to be Septic Severus.
Septic Severus.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Septic Severus.
Varian.
Yeah.
That's his every other day routine.
It's
This is his off day, so you know he's full of shit. Anyway,
Yeah.
I told you I poop every 2 days.
Oh, are we
Oh.
talking about poop again?
Yeah.
Oh, there's
We just
no,
talk-
no.
I'm,
We
it is
talked
keep
about
busy.
poop for like 20 minutes yesterday on
I was
Indiegogo.
hoping to get some sleep tonight, but apparently that's not going to happen
We
now.
read every
Image
scat
in mind.
poem
Image in
possible.
mind.
Yeah.
Here's Varian.
You're gonna
Oh
have
my
nightmares
God.
about it.
And it goes on for 2 days. That's the problem.
Oh, maybe you get a spot on that commercial with those bears. You know,
Oh yeah, Charmin.
my hind is clean.
Sim wants us all to know that he was Jackie Kennedy. I was JK. It's all good. Oh, wait a minute. Before that, he was JF.
Yeah. Quick question,
Ah.
Scott.
Yeah.
So at this point, if they announce tomorrow a Space Ghost movie, would you like a live action Space Ghost movie? Would you be in line for special thanks and maybe a little bit of that cheddar?
Would I or would I like to?
Would you?
No, God, no. I wish. Oh no.
Scott is one of a number of Space Ghost artists.
Yeah, I'm afraid that even with my pedigree, I am entitled to no particular special treatment except that which I am granted from the pure goodness of the hearts of everybody else out there.
Would imagine
which
the
I am-
majority of the cheddar would go to Alex Toth.
Were he still alive?
His estate.
Oh.
The Toth estate. I think he's got a couple of kids. So
He would be the one that would be. He's the one that would earn that would be owed that.
that would be the head cheddar. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, it'll all just go to Warner's, who owns the whole caboodle. So
Warner's AT&T.
yeah.
Sim says 1 poop a day keeps the doctors away, brother.
Oh God, can we drop the poop already? Oh, drop the poop. I get it. There you are.
And then Sim
There.
says that's cheating, Zim. I deleted that one.
I cheat all the time. Don't post it if you don't want to roast it.
Here's a Did you guys hear the news about DC?
No, what about it?
Which news?
They might not be around come 2021.
How many times have we heard that rumor, Randy?
Well,
He's not Randy today.
I am Gandalf.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I am Gandalf the Checkered.
Gandalf the
You hear it every
You'll
couple
cast
of years,
a
but the,
square spell.
yeah, that's it. Doesn't work. I have a checkered past, but anyway,
Oh no.
you hear rumors about DC all the time. The only problem is they've never been in such a lousy situation, and going in a more lousier direction
Oh,
than what they are now.
now we
So
got
it could
major
actually
trouble
be
coming
true.
in. Here's
Could
major
actually be
trouble.
true. Yep.
Oh, who's
Yeah.
that?
We got major trouble now. Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
Who's
So what was wrong with that movie?
I want to hear what DC did first. You were
Oh,
saying something
okay.
about
Well,
Oh, nothing. It's just a rumor. Rumor is that they've given Dan Didio till the end of the year to turn DC around and make the 5G program work. And the 5G program is going to suck major. And
But what happens if it doesn't?
huh?
What happens if it doesn't?
I think the world will stop spinning, and we're all going to go flying off of it. Because DC's got plans to do with their universe what Marvel's been doing the last 3 years that's been responsible for them dropping sales. Except maybe the mass blowout every year to Ollie's. So that hasn't come up yet.
Their plan is that all the characters are gonna age, or age out. So Batman's gonna be old.
Suddenly
Superman's
everybody,
gonna be
well,
old.
Batman and Catwoman's having a baby.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, but they're all going to be replaced with young, diverse teens.
Didn't they try that with Young Avengers?
Oh, they try. Marvel has tried that a couple times in a couple different directions, and each time they try it, they fall on their face. And now DC's going to do it.
Good for them.
Yeah,
Don't let
exactly. The only
failures
problem is AT&T has told them that they have to start generating some cash, or they're going to get out of the publishing business by
Ooh.
the end of the year.
what would AT&T / Warner's do with DC? Sell it off?
Flush it.
Oh, what? Sell it to Disney maybe?
No, they're not going to get rid of the IPs. They're going to get rid of the physical comics. That's what they're going to do. The comic division will just quietly stop producing comics.
Wow.
They'll keep the IPs and use them everywhere because the animation's still raging. The TV programs are doing really good, and they're pumping into HBO Max and who knows where else they can get their IPs into. Even though their movies, they one good one crappy one good one crappy one. But actually producing comics for them, it's kind of been a loss here for a while because these guys just can't make a good product to save their life. So there's a problem when DDO complains that they can't find any talent, and there's talent all over the place.
Oh my God! Seriously, has DDO said that?
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
He
Jesus!
directly said that. That's why they cut back on the production of their books. Is DDO said that there wasn't any good talent out there to keep a regular, a full set of books running.
I
Then
suspect milkshake stores. I'm just asking.
probably too many milkshake stores.
What now? Hold on.
Then he actually said that he was bewildered because they've been producing what they call facsimile editions for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Where they'll go through and reprint an old comic on pretty much medium quality paper, charge a modern price for it, throw it out to the retailers. And the retailers are buying that up more than they're buying the original stuff. And DDO has no idea how that happens. None. And it's like you just want to walk up and slap half of their especially their executive staff upside the head and go, hey, make fun books. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do.
I heard in the next issue they're finally going to give Stan Lee credit for creating Batman.
No, they gave him credit for creating Captain America. But
Yeah, they'll give him credit for Batman now.
They're going to give it everything will be Stan Lee soon.
yeah. In the meantime, the outside media can't even figure out where Enchantress comes from.
Yeah, did I show you guys that? I
No,
didn't do it
you
on the
didn't
air.
show that on the air. You didn't show it on
No,
the
we
air.
said we were gonna do it tonight.
Yeah,
You gotta find it.
I'll grab it. 1 second.
But yeah, Didio's been stumbling over his feet for the last couple years, and it's like, dude, just get rid of him and find somebody who can produce good books.
I'm
They won't even reprint their good stuff, which is just irritating as heck. They do 100-pagers comics that they throw into Walmarts, and they have to go through and edit them because they're too racy for
This
the
one on the
moms.
table still.
Jesus.
Instead of going back
Mhm.
to the 70s and 80s when this prime stuff was out there, like the Aparo, Brave and the Bolds, and the list would be endless. And they want to reprint the Michael Turner stuff and the post-image stuff, and then they have to go through and add more to Wonder Woman's underwear so her ass so her buttocks don't poke out, and they have to cut down a couple of the up the butt shots and all this because they're afraid the moms are going to get mad.
Oh my God.
And that's what they're
But-
selling to Walmarts now. And the big problem is those edits are horrible. And you can tell where somebody went in and slimmed a girl down because she was too curvy.
Oh Jesus.
It's
How
irritating.
do you guys see this?
See the Birds of Prey book?
This is the complete guide to Birds of Prey.
Not that Birds of Prey.
Oh yeah.
Wrong one.
Wrong bird.
So this
I
is,
can't get it right.
Oh,
I got
make
it.
me want to pray.
I got it.
Okay, go ahead, Randy.
This is.
There.
Y'all gone?
Yeah.
Or we'll just
Okay.
keep doing this.
That's the one. That's the one that's got the Enchantress in it, right? And they cite her as if she's a DC character.
Yeah. No, they
Well,
found a picture from the Marvel Enchantress and threw it in there.
Yeah.
It's just it's incredible. I just
You're getting a
There's a
bad
big glare.
reflection off of the page.
Am I?
How
I'm
did you
sorry.
get sued for that?
Really bad now.
Really bad.
I was
Other
from
direct-
Marvel. I'd throw him a lawsuit just for fun.
You can't.
Well,
bring the
it-
law-
Oh, we have somebody else entering
Isn't that
soon.
awesome?
and now to me it seems to me that just means that the true skill of editorship is dead.
Mm.
Yeah.
If you can't do the research on it while you're producing.
Oh, it's full of it's full of
It's
full
as
of
if-
gaffes and.
It's as if it was edited by Marvel.
Well, imagine that.
Oh, you want to see something great in here? Okay, so they talk about the women who have wrote Birds of Prey over the years, and of course they can't talk about that without talking about Gail Simone, the great Gail Simone. Well, tell me why they decided
The great Gail Simone.
they
I
labeled
got her.
her-
I got her autograph when I was in Grand Rapids.
They
I
they
had to get
listed her as a talent with talents, which I thought was kind of an insult, but okay,
A
whatever.
talent with talent.
Mhm. And then the picture they use. So that's the top
This
of the
is
article.
classic.
A talent with talents. And the picture they use,
You're gonna have to lower that because all we
Lower
can see
it.
are her feet. Lower it.
Lower it
Lower it.
more.
Lower it.
There
There,
we
we
go.
go. Isn't that great?
Jesus.
That's an
Surrounded
awesome
by
picture of
Deadpools.
Gail Simone.
surrounded
All
by
surrounded by,
surrounded by the competition's character.
surrounded by Deadpools. How wonderful!
Yeah.
I'm adding our next guest to the stream now.
Alrighty.
Classic, classic.
Are you with us, Rebel?
I don't know. I mean, I'm here. I'm present.
You present?
I'm president. What's going on, folks?
We're just looking at this magazine and how sad it is.
Are you sure that's the Black
Gail
Canary from
Simone.
Smallville?
I met her as well. She was a nice lady. I met her back in like 2011. Shortly after her, I don't know if she was still on or just finishing up her Batgirl run. And she was a nice woman, she was talking about, how she met her husband playing Dungeons and Dragons and that sort of thing, It's cool.
Cool.
Not kind of like the bad rap that some people will give her on Twitter. I mean, when you meet someone in person, they usually seem to be a lot more different than say an online persona that sometimes they portray,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we talked for a while in the green room. It was a good conversation. Sure.
I got to ask Lola. I came in to ask a question.
hmm
Now, I
About
asked
the
her
boots.
yeah, because those are some sexy ass boots. And
I
we're
wrote
looking-
it in the comments.
Yeah, I didn't see it though.
I got them from a store around
If
here.
like, is there a link to a shop or
It's like,
I don't know if the
Is that the
store's
comment?
still open. It was from Nor Leather.
Nor Leather?
Noir,
Okay,
Noir
I'm
leather,
not-
leather in Royal Oak, Michigan.
Yep.
Are you hoping to get a pair for yourself?
No, I'm hoping to get a pair for my little woman who cosplays
But-
as my character because we need a sexy ass pair of boots, and those things are gonna rock.
If
You
you go to Amazon and type in Pleaser thigh high boots,
Pleaser. Okay.
yes, Pleaser is the best brand to get heels from.
Nasty.
That's
Look, she's
the
an
brand.
expert, man. This is what I needed. I don't know about shit. So,
Hey,
Pleaser. What did you say? High thigh boots or something?
Thigh high boots.
High boots.
we all have
You know,
our specialties.
You haven't asked me if you could buy my pair. So
Dude, I didn't know you had some for sale. You know, I'm always looking. You know.
well, forget it. Forget it. It's off the table.
He wasn't
Off
going to
the
sell them
table,
anyway.
man.
I'm keeping my boots with the Vaseline inside and everything. So forget
Oh.
it.
So,
I can't even tell who's talking because I don't see anyone's mouth moving.
That's Scott Rosema that was talking. But the,
I
the
think I might
boots
be
go
looking
too
at the
well
wrong
with the
window.
pole in his living room. So
I thought maybe that was Rob Anderson because he's into the whole fetish thing. You know.
no, he's muted right now.
We gotta ask Rob about the movie that you had him watch, Bonding. Rob,
Yes.
what was wrong with the movie?
Oh, Birds of Prey.
No,
No,
I'm sorry.
bonding.
different movie.
Yeah.
Same
Well,
subject,
actually,
different
it wasn't a
movie.
movie. It was a series of all things. They
Series.
broke it up into the
Streaming
weirdest
season.
segments.
Mhm.
There wasn't even a timing thing. I mean, there's so much that you can unpack with this. Like I said in the comments, the way that they tie each other up on screen is actually dangerous to the point where they have rope around someone's neck. That's
Mhm.
pretty bad. The fact that they just throw a kid into a fetish relationship with a person being paid to do it who has no experience is unbelievable. I actually know the places that it was filmed too. That's the funny thing. So it was filmed in New York. So there are a few of the places that actually my book takes place in, believe it or not. And it's just the whole dynamic of it. There's no real. I mean, at one point, she tries to begin to train him on how to do things, but he's just doing things like peeing on dudes like it's no problem. And then it becomes about his
Yeah.
relationship.
Or when he was with his roommate.
Yeah. And it's just weird stuff. And it really felt like there was a gay person who wanted to talk about a gay relationship and didn't feel comfortable just writing that story, so they did something else on top of it to invite an audience in. It was like that bait and switch because it really had nothing to do with BDSM. I have never seen penguins fighting at a BDSM club. Never seen
I've
it.
never seen penguins fighting before at all. Did they fight?
Yeah, they do actually. Pretty vicious.
Penguins,
But
pretty
this is
aggressive,
human.
pretty aggressive
This
snowbird.
is Larry. This is about a show. This isn't about. So yeah, unrealistic. The outfits. I mean, Lola, did the outfits look like it fit the girl at all, or did it look like they just got anything that could come close to fitting her body?
They pretty much just threw her in anything.
Right? Like, I mean, that corset at the end, like it, she just looked like it was gonna engulf her face too, and become a face mask.
Yeah.
It was horrible. Credit to the actors though. I actually did enjoy watching the actors go through the stuff they were going through, but it was poorly written sophomoric nonsense. I don't know how it got a season 2. It was like, what's after a dumpster fire? That's what this was.
Clean up. Speaking of bait and switch, Scott Roseman once sold me art directions, art classes, and I got to his house to take the art directions, and he tried to give me insurance.
He tried to sell you insurance like Geico
Yeah.
or something?
No, Primerica. It was yeah.
And you didn't buy one policy, you cheap bastard.
Was there like a talking lizard and shit or what?
No, it was he had a sock puppet. He had a sock puppet. Yeah, man.
That was no sock puppet, and you know damn well. That was no sock
That
puppet.
wasn't a sock puppet. No.
I was just extremely happy to see you. You know what I'm talking about.
Speaking of it being extremely happy to see you, I saw you Variant on the Drawn and Quartered fan edition, sir.
Oh yeah, I was there.
How was that experience, man? Because I want to see your art, right? And the fucking guy wouldn't put you on camera very much, and I was getting mad, you know?
Yeah, no, it was. I was working on this piece here actually.
Yeah, can you do a full screen on that? Because I want to see that.
I was working on this.
Brian
piece.
Germain wants to know what show this is.
This is
It is my show. It's called Geekgasm.
I think he was talking about the other show that Rob was referring to.
Oh,
Oh, it's called Bonding.
Who's
on
in control of the
Netflix.
stream yards?
Bonding
Full
on
screen
what, Netflix?
variant.
Right?
yeah, can you full screen me, Lola?
Oh, Randy's doing that.
Oh, okay.
I can do it.
Lola, what did you think
All
of
right.
Bonding?
See, variant, you can draw a nice.
You know,
looking
I'm
woman in
not
there, man.
finished watching it yet.
Oh,
'Cause
I
I
didn't
have
know.
to watch it
Sorry.
at night when my
Kids
son's
not around?
asleep.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Wow, that's pretty good.
but
So someday,
far,
variant, I
it's
got to talk to you about a piece of
entertaining.
art.
Yeah, no problem.
Sorry, what'd you say, Lola?
It's entertaining, but it's not real.
Yeah.
They
It's
just
like
threw
a
it
comic.
together and put ideas together.
Yeah, it's cringeworthy because you know that there's going to be some idiot out there who watches it and tries to do
I'm
something.
gonna try it exactly.
Monkey
Yeah.
see, monkey do, man.
It's going to be 50 Shades of Grey all over again.
I never even
Pretty
seen
much.
that movie.
And that, for those who don't know, people actually wound up in hospital and in therapy because of the stuff that happened. Because monkey see, monkey do, as Larry said. Because a lot of times you put something in a movie and people think that it's the same thing at home. I mean, how many times do we hear of idiots trying to do stunts and getting hurt? Imagine when you do that with sexual things.
Sometimes I end up in therapy just from listening to Rob.
I know you
Yeah,
get it
'cause
for
you
not
know he's
listening.
got the fetish agenda.
That's right. If you listen to me, your life would be better. And it's all my fault. That includes your orgasms. You're welcome, Larry.
Is Dirk Manning your fault too?
Believe me,
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that. You'd have to ask Varian if I can talk about it.
I just want you to know, Rob, that my nipples have suffered greatly at your instructions.
Just
Did they
just remember
suffer?
that,
Did you
that
enjoy
you
it,
are
Scott?
on the air.
Scott,
Did you have the
like it?
clamps on, Rosemary?
Yeah, it's not suffering if you're coming. I'm just saying. It's
Whoa!
Well, then I've been doing nothing.
And
but
YouTube just
suffering.
kicked us off the air. Thank you for coming out, folks.
Yeah, we're probably not on Facebook anymore. It's okay.
And speaking of that,
Yeah, I'm watching it still on my phone.
I can't help but notice that Varian had took another opportunity to draw his giant man-sized thing on the drawing there. So
You
Yeah,
know, I
man,
want
I
that
think-
book so bad.
You guys got.
I want to
copy of-
find a giant sized man thing.
I
I'm
thought
right here.
Varian is right there beside you.
Hello,
Ain't he like a giant sized man thing? Like,
hello.
All the time.
Dirtiest
There you
title
go.
in comics. Dirtiest title in comics.
Scott,
It's
you
a
missed it
it's
last
the
night.
primary reason why Marvel won't license out their MCU characters is they're afraid somebody's going to publish Giant Size Man Thing again.
well, hey, they do that anyway. It's called fan fiction. It's out there.
Oh, I'm so juvenile sometimes. I just love it.
Kept waiting to see that in the Arrows comics.
Yeah.
Scott, you missed it last
That
night.
was
A
that
guy
trunk,
wrote in.
the trunk he had.
What?
Oh
What?
yeah,
What guy wrote it in? What's that Varian?
a guy wrote in. He had Suspense Comics #3. Was that it? Was
Yeah.
that it, Randy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was boasting that he had Suspense Comics #3. I had never heard of it. Are you familiar with it?
No. Is that's?
You should do an image search on that one. That's got an Alex Schomburg cover that's amazing.
Oh, no kidding.
No kidding. And
Oh,
they say it's one of the rarest comics in existence.
Oh, we're talking golden age.
Oh yeah, yeah.
right?
He's like, I've got a Suspense #3, and I'm like, okay, you know. And then we went and looked for it. I dug it up on Comic Vine. Comic Vine said it's one of the rarest comics out there.
My right away, I would think I started thinking that I don't think Suspense really was ever numbered that low because I thought the Suspense started after they finished some numbering of another issue, another book, and they just kept the numbering going.
No, I'm sure this was because of the cover that makes it so rare.
Oh wow, I got to check that out. The Schomburg
Let
cover.
me
Oh,
pull it up.
Alex Schomburg was absolutely incredible. Oh, his
Now,
Oh yeah.
brushwork was second to none. Just amazing.
now that cover could not be made today.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Now
Not
you got
at
me
all.
curious. Now I got to see this cover. You
I got it. I'm pulling it up. Hang on.
Rob could do the cover.
Rob can do anything. Remember, he owns the internet.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right.
Every site is
Don't
mine.
you guys forget it. Don't you-
Although I am asking permission to talk about certain things.
All right, so let's blow this puppy up. Let's get a real good look at it here.
There's so
Whoa.
many
That's
people,
about as
different
far
people
as it
talking.
goes.
What did you say, Rob?
Oh, I said I still respect Varian not to talk about certain topics without his permission.
Oh,
Well, it's Lola's show, but yeah, I think we got
Brian Germain asked, "Have any of you seen the indie comic superhero Black Cock?"
No.
God.
I want to. I suddenly really, really want to.
But
Rob wants to see the Black Hawk. I know he does. Like,
I have seen plenty in my lifetime, but I don't think I want to.
can you see that cover?
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I
That
think I got this job.
There's
Wow.
red, white, and blue clan outfits on this cover.
oh my God.
America, America.
so what's going on here? Because I can't see it very well. I see a big guy with a sword. Like, what is it about this cover that we can't do? Oh wait, never mind. I got it. I see no. I mean, I'm getting a closer look here now.
Well, it's got swastikas on it.
Yeah. That's what I've noticed. Down at the bottom right. I'm like, oh yeah, no, there.
Oh,
It is.
there
Let's
we
see.
go.
Ralph says,
No, I mean, you had Captain America in the 1940s punching Nazis, and so
Yeah.
showing the swastika back then was an okay thing, you know. I guess it's all depends in the context, but it is a symbol of hate now, so I guess you can't use it in any context, even if you are, AKA quote unquote punching a Nazi. You know
Well,
what I mean?
it's really more centered on the fact that the swastikas and KKK figures are so prominent, and it looks like they've got the upper hand.
Yeah.
I
Ralph,
think-
Yeah.
All the
Ralph, we're not pulling that cover up.
"I'll have to look it up though.
Let's look it up.
I haven't seen it."
It's not something that you can display on YouTube.
Oh,
Okay.
I think
One of
if all these ne'er do wells in the suspense cover were getting the shit kicked out of them, that'd probably be a different story.
Yeah, then probably a different story. Yeah, like I said, all depends on the context and how it's used, right?
Yeah. But these days, I don't think I'd want to take the chance of putting a swastika on my cover anyway.
No, well, I mean, yeah,
When I pulled it up on Google or on Bing Images, the first image that popped up was a copy of the book Slabbed at a 1.0.
Mm.
And I said, man, any book that somebody sent in to get graded at a 1.0, that book's got to be rare.
Oh my God!
Got to be rare.
I seen the value was 173,000.
For a book in a decent shape or what? For the suspense? Or that 1.0?
No, it just had I did the value. It's number 3. I came up $173,000.
Yeah.
They didn't tell me what shape, but I'm guessing that's at least a decent shape.
Yeah.
Hang on a second, guys. I gotta mute myself. I'll be back in a second.
No.
Okay.
At least a semi-decent shape. Hey, Rob.
Scott's ordering a pizza.
When you're watching Bonding, though, like, was it upsetting? Like, would you have been really upset if that's the way a Barbara Unleashed movie turned out?
Extra cheese.
Oh, absolutely.
pineapple.
I mean, I
Damn.
can't even explain to you. Imagine just watching something you love put in a blender and have ridiculous stuff put on it. Like, are you a Thundercats fan?
Oh, so like Birds of Prey.
I am.
Star
Oh,
Wars.
so have you seen Thundercats Roar?
No, I refuse.
Watch that, you'll know how I felt.
I felt that way about Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Yeah. I
Really?
mean,
Oh, yeah. And
Well,
Harvey
look, I couldn't
Birdman,
even get
Harvey
through the first
freaking
10 minutes
Birdman. Anyway,
dudes, I couldn't even get through the first 10 minutes of that new She-Ra, man. Like I couldn't bear it, dude. You know, this episode sponsored by
Got
Coca-Cola.
doing Coke.
Yeah.
Get your Coke into you today.
He's blocking his lip movements so we can't read his lips.
Well, he doesn't know what he's
Uh-huh.
ordering on his pizza, right? It's like, yeah, I want double pepperoni, double cheese, double
And
bacon.
pineapples.
I don't think that's a pizza. I think it's something else.
So Niobe got fully funded. Thank you guys for having me
Awesome.
on the
Good for
show
you.
and promoting that.
Congratulations. Awesome.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Are you,
the final number was 72.55 Canadian, which is probably about $36 US.
Are you well, I mean, you know what helped is that cosplayer.
Yeah.
Well, she only got involved after the campaign, really. Right. You wait till we do the next campaign, and I offer like exclusive cosplay photos over, and then we're going to do the cosplay calendar, and then we're going to do the cosplay comic book cover.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to double our money, dude.
You know what's messed up is that I came to Rob with a cool idea. I said, Rob, listen, we're gonna have a Barbara cosplayer, okay? And one of the tiers is gonna be spend the night with Barbara, and he would not hear of it. He would not hear of it. I don't understand.
Whoa. I
I
mean,
tried-
that would take a hell of a woman to agree to that one, wouldn't it?
Listen, all
Not
they say,
really.
Varian, is I don't offer Manning prizes.
Spend a night with Barbara? Like, what are we doing? Whoring her out or what? Like,
There was gonna be no whoring. It was gonna be spend the night with Barbara. Nothing has to happen.
well,
you
know,
can just find a lady of the night and dress her up.
It's a
There
date
you
with
go.
Dirk. A date with Dirk.
a date with Dirk. Is that what you just said, dude?
We're all going to hell. We're all going to hell.
That's
Randy,
a hot topic.
Brian
What?
Jermaine sent you the
Yes,
image.
he did. It was a picture of that character he mentioned earlier. It's actually a guy dressed as a rooster.
I remember
The
the
black
Red
cock?
Rooster from
The black cock.
WWE.
Back.
Yeah, someday we should
Oh, no.
see Red Rooster, maybe.
Oh no, Krista, you cut me to the quick.
I don't think we're ever going to see Red Rooster, but I didn't order the books, so it doesn't bother me.
I think you will.
So Scott, I got a question for you.
He's still chasing
Nah.
his tail though, and he shouldn't have been. He should have planned better.
It's not about another rooster. These guys are talking about cocks again, right? Is that what?
Whoa, well, you started
Yeah.
it with the black cock, man. Like,
But no, my question is not about black cocks.
What's it about?
Oh.
Without giving too much information about the project I'm working on, how is your research going on that topic? Are you having fun with it?
Yes, actually.
Awesome.
oh, now I'm curious.
And I'm afraid it's going to stay secret until Krista grants it to be made public.
Oh, Krista, you got to hook me up with some private details there. Yes.
It's one of the 2 books I'm working on right now.
Okay. But when
Randy
you
knows
drop a
about
hint
it.
like that, instantly everyone's going to be curious, right? You're going to be like, ooh, what's this? What's this secret project? What's he working on? What's so fun? Like.
They're very adult themed.
One could
Well,
say,
Well, one would think that, yeah. So it sounds like a big tease. You know what I mean? Like now I'm getting teased, right? Like,
I've already.
I'm a good
announced-
teaser. What can I say?
I
there
I've
are
already-
big, I will say this: there are big T's in it.
whoa, wow.
There you go.
I've
Hell no.
already announced Alaskan Snow Dragon coming this summer.
Oh,
Alaska's-
Alaska. Now, Varian, this Alaska Snow Dragon thing,
Mm-hmm.
is this something you've been working on for a while, or is it a brand new, or?
Okay, like I explained earlier, I'm doing research for the second book I'm working on. And I came across a sexual terms dictionary.
Ooh.
And I sent it to him. So the Alaskan Snow Dragon is a sexual term.
Oh.
What does it mean?
So's the bucking
Yes.
bronco.
Yeah.
So is the bucking bronco. There you go.
God.
I guess I'm
Okay.
gonna need this book. I feel like I'm out of the loop here.
I'll send you a link.
So,
All right, you
check it
hook
out.
me up.
The Snow Dragon is you have to while in the there's fellatio involved, but just as you are reaching Black Cock 2 Revenge of the Penis, just as you
Whoa.
are reaching your
God.
moment of relaxation and nirvana, okay, what
Okay.
happens is that you have to let the young lady know, you have to tell her that you have an STD.
What?
When you do that, you have to
You have to cover her mouth.
cover her mouth.
So she spits it out her nose.
Yeah. And that is the Alaskan Snow Dragon. Now,
That is
my Alaskan
fucking
Snow Dragon
disgusting.
is going to be a big dog. Like, never ending story.
I just kind of threw it in my mouth a little bit after that. It's pretty
This is
disgusting.
the quality entertainment and education, folks. You get on Geekgasm, just to let you know.
Exactly.
There you go.
You guys.
Well, the word gasm is the title, I guess,
No, there definitely is certain, and implies a certain sort of show. Absolutely.
That's why we're all here.
I don't understand why you guys.
I love how the show was meant to be like a show with like nothing but women on it, and like it's just like 5 guys take over with Lola. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yep.
That's because she's enough woman for all 5 of us.
Damn right.
There you go.
Who knew she can handle 5 guys? Who knew?
Oh,
No, I'm not like that one
Zoe?
chick.
That one chick.
Remember that one girl at band camp?
We're not talking about.
Band camp. Oh no, I got stories about band camp. Oh my god.
So I never met Scott before. Scott, are you an artist? What is it that you do, sir?
I am a professional troublemaker.
Well,
Yes, you are.
All right.
And I've spent most of my life being an artist. And on my free time, I'm a troublemaker.
Okay.
I've done penciling, inking, coloring, lettering, even a little bit of writing for all kinds of companies, of which there's Marvel, DC, Disney, Warner Brothers, Archie,
Really?
Valiant, TSR, Dungeons and Dragons.
Wow. All right. So what have you worked on that I might actually have in my collection? So I was a big fan of TSR like way back in the day, like Dungeons and Dragons first and second edition.
No,
Dragon magazine. Do you have any old copies of Dragon magazine?
You know what? I probably do in my shed. Yeah.
Anything and in your shed? Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Ralph,
Well,
we are not
I mean,
having
Dragon
a
magazine
gangbang.
is
I'm
Dragon
sorry.
magazine is so old now, right? Like, I haven't seen Dragon in like fucking a decade or two.
Yeah.
Probably two. You know what I mean? Like,
Not that I take personal offense at being labeled as old.
don't worry, I'm old too, bro.
Okay. If you have any Dragon magazine issues from the mid 80s up until the early 90s, you probably got some of my artwork in them.
Oh, nice. And what'd you do for Marvel and stuff?
Oh, did X-Men Adventures for them. I did some posters. I did some Spider-Man trading cards. I did some when Marvel was in before Marvel got bought by Disney, they had a licensing agreement, and I did the Aladdin comic book adaptation of the movie, the third movie. Oh, pardon me.
The third movie?
Yeah, that third direct-to-video where Robin Williams came back as Genie after the big brouhaha in the second film.
Yeah.
And so I did that for Marvel. Then I moved on to doing stuff for DC at the Batman animated material. Then I did Solar for Valiant. Then I did Space Ghost for Archie. I did a lot of other smaller comics in between. Just all kinds of stuff. Plus just tons and tons of odds and ends freelance throughout the years. One of those kind of
Nice, man. I'm gonna
always
have to
jumping
up
from
and
thing to thing.
I'm gonna have to look you up and see what comics you've been on, and you see if I got any of them.
Okay,
Probably
and,
do.
and I'll be more than happy to sign them, Randy Zimmerman, if you bring them to me.
I would love to show up to Michigan and hang out with Randy and the boys, someday. It's gonna
I
happen.
can honestly
Me.
tell you, any of the comic book work that Zimmerman did was not me. I have better taste than that.
Well, if you ever wish to embark upon that journey, I warn you to gird your loins.
Gird my loins.
Phrase.
I
The hell
turned,
that
I,
mean?
turned down my Marvel apprenticeship
Hey, man, ain't girding your loins robs? Like,
because
Area?
it was bad timing, and Sid Jacobson told me how much I'd make a year. I laughed in his face.
Was that when Sid was editing for Marvel?
Yeah.
Oh,
He wanted
wow.
me to come and work with him on Star.
Oh, no kidding.
And he says, "We'll pay you $9,000 a year." I went, "Are you kidding me?" I laughed. I said, "No way."
And you probably would have to live in New York too, wouldn't
Yeah, I'd have to. Yeah, I'd be in the bullpen. Yep.
you? My God.
and
That-
you laugh.
Yeah, back in the day before this thing called the internet, where you had to work in the same studio with people and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that was back, man. That was farther back than I want to tell you what the date was.
Oh my God.
I mean, I still get questions like, how in the hell do you make a comic book now? Like, how do you get the art from people and stuff? I mean, don't you understand we're in the in the cyber age with the internet?
Yeah, Jesus. I send everything through the high
live anywhere
res
now. Yeah.
transfer files.
Right, I said I work like 8
I'll
different
share it
people in
on
my
here.
book, and not one of them have I ever met in person.
Yeah, that's great. And the thing about it is when I first got the stuff when I first started, next day FedEx had just started, so I was able to next day FedEx everything. I never had to really leave this area in Michigan. So, but that was just at the very cusp of the beginning of FedEx, which again dates me. Think back.
It's
But-
okay. We understand what the 1940s were like.
God damn it!
Time ago, Sonny.
All right, so Scott, you're gonna get a friend request from someone you never heard of before. Just understand that that's me.
Oh well, you wait to see my reply, then you'll.
All right.
You'll be sorry.
So,
Dad.
I'm going to share the link that you sent me about the BDSM survey.
There's a BDSM survey.
Yes, I'm going to share it in the comments. There's a link to it.
I'm gonna
So we
fail
can
it
all
so bad.
discover our kinks.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
you guys-
discover my kinks. My girlfriend is listening, so let's see what happens here now.
Did anybody
Now, all
see-
you have to do, Larry, is go to Kickstarter and back the Kickstarter.
Oh, I
and
gotta back something? God damn it, Rob.
Yeah. Hey, you know how Kickstarter works. Now go spend some of that Canadian money.
Yeah,
I just
There we go. I shared it.
we're not asking you to
Thank
back
you.
into it, but just to back it.
Well, I'll tell you what I did. I backed Lady Death today. That's one thing I did. Lady Death,
Needs
of course, my
He
favorite
definitely needs the money.
favorite Kickstarter book. Here,
You know, Brian-
if I back the PDF, will it let me do the survey?
Of course, it's PDF.
Do you know Brian Paludio?
Do I know him? Not personally, but he's a man I greatly admire, and I respect his hustle. You know.
He's a wild card. He's wild. And
Yeah,
right,
it's-
and he's-
Well, that's what they tell me about me. Like Nick Bradshaw from Marvel said, I was talking about Brian Polito, and if he ever met him, he's like, yeah. So, well, what's he like? He says, well, you know, he does kind of his own thing, his own way, kind of like you. And I'm like, sweet.
well, he's a maverick, no doubt about it. He has got the whole Kickstarter thing down pat.
Like a science man.
Brandon, you're gonna poke my eye out.
Look, you know, he went live. He
Put
was
the
probably live
vibrator
for about
down,
a good
Marion.
20 minutes, right? And I go and clicked on him, and he already made 100
Me?
grand. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Right.
it's Lola. Lola's getting bored.
I mean,
Lola,
I swear to God, that's not me, Vicky.
what did you do?
No, she took my eraser, see, and it vibrates because
The things are getting all hot and heavy in here now.
Yeah. Well, I told you next time I want the video. So damn it.
All right, Rob, I'm going to back your fetish book, man. God
Scott
help me.
McCloud told me to buy this eraser, and I did.
That's what you get.
Never look at Scott McCloud. He'll do nothing.
Now the back,
Scott
Scott
McCloud.
McCloud, of course, wrote the
Yeah.
2 great books on how to make comic books. So
One,
I actually
two.
have one.
One.
Yeah, there's 2.
There's one. There's
Well-
a great book, and then there's a cash.
Fair enough.
But
Fair
that's-
enough.
In my opinion,
Well, the Scott McCloud understanding
comics is amazing. Yeah.
is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know about that
It's
second
sitting
one.
on my kitchen table.
Mhm.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
You didn't do that Great America Con way back in the 80s that Adam West was at? Do you remember that show? Were you ever there? We all jumped into a van and drove over. It's a silly story. Drove over to Windsor. You probably weren't in that. I know Jill Thompson was there. I know
Oh,
Scott
Scott finished his
McCloud
Coke.
was in there. On our way, while we were waiting at the border, Scott started talking about superheroes and stuff. His theory on comics. It was really interesting. We told him he should do a book
Oh, okay.
because he was just, expounding.
Where's this survey at? I can't find the survey.
And like 5 or 6 years later, Understanding Comics comes out. So
Where's the survey at, Rob?
Good book. It's a
Yeah.
good book.
Understanding is very good. Yeah.
It's I can send it to Larry, but it's in the private chat thing too.
There's a
Okay.
private chat. No, but I clicked on a link and it just takes me to your Kickstarter page, and I already backed it. So now I'm actually looking to do the quiz so I can see what my kinks are.
You have to wait till it's delivered, dude. Do you give people their book before the end of the campaign?
Oh no! I didn't think it was in the book.
No,
I thought
can
like,
send it to you.
I
If
thought
you
you backed
actually
it, we
want
could
it-
just go to a link and try it out, like to see what my kinks were. That was the impression you gave me.
No, I said if you back it, you can get the book.
But I thought there was a survey like that would ask me questions about my kinks.
Dude,
Now I'm all
the book
disappointed.
is the survey.
Oh my
it?
God.
Brian Germain's got.
Mm.
I think the Understanding Comics is better making comics book than it's making comics book.
It is. I agree. He was right on the money of that first book. I was saying that second book's a little rambling, a little too much stream of consciousness stuff. And
You know what
by the
book you
way,
started with?
taking a quiz to find your kinks, my God, my kinks hang off me like a belt.
Damn, son.
I'm pretty sure there's like little tests and quizzes online if you look it
Oh
up.
yeah, I'm sure there is. I just want to see what Rob's test was. I want to see like how bad I would fail.
It's not about failing. It's about understanding your sexuality.
I'm gonna fail that.
If you're failing it, you're not answering it honestly.
I'm vanilla as fuck, Rob. I'm like, you know.
We'll have to see.
Then.
Thanks, Brian.
Vanilla as fuck. I like that phrase.
Nice to know somebody listens to me.
That's a nice ice cream flavor. Yeah, can I have one chocolate strawberry ice cream and one vanilla as fuck?
You just want to walk into a
I shouldn't say that. I
Baskin-Robbins
do got
and
like
ask
one
for an
thing.
Alaskan snow dragon. That's what.
Yeah.
You
Oh, there you
I
go.
definitely like the look of leather on women. That's my kink. That's why I had to ask Lola about them boots, man.
Oh, well, you're going to like these photos of me then, because oh, wait.
Oh, brother.
Sorry.
TMI.
Sorry. Way too much TMI.
Do you
We have to
got
go to a special
you
private
got
Patreon
a
for that
song
one,
to go
folks.
with those boots?
I wish. Last time I
You gotta have the nice garter and the nice bustier to go with it.
Oh, Lola, trust me, I haven't found the last song I put on, so I don't think we.
It's still missing.
It's still lost in there.
I didn't know this. Rob told me. Rob said there is a difference between fetish and files. If a file is dangerous,
An ism and yeah.
Philia and isms.
yeah.
Mhm.
So isms are good, philias are dangerous.
Yes.
Yes.
What's the difference?
Well, think pedophilia.
Oh, pedophilia.
Think,
Oh,
yeah. There are a couple other scat plays considered, and philia. Philia is generally something that endangers somebody. So anything with the back that says philia is there. Now, an ism could be considered dangerous too, but it's more considered to be something that can be moderate danger. None of them are considered at all basically good to do until recently. There's a whole history behind that, actually. But yeah, even to this point, although there is a group in California trying to make pedophilia okay, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heard about
What are
that.
they called, Rob? They're called like maps or something, right? It's like minorly
I don't follow it
attractive
close enough,
person.
Larry, I don't follow it, and I don't go to their meetings, so I can't answer you.
Well, you're the one that brought it up, though, dude, right? So,
No, I don't follow it on purpose. I don't want to know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't do anything with them. I heard about it because someone brought it up to me, and I said that's not my lane. I'm not talking about it specifically because
was that Mambla or Nambla?
Yeah, there's enough misunderstanding out there.
yeah, I'm not joining in on that.
I wonder if there's a. I wonder if art can. I wonder if art can be considered a ism. Like, are we addicted to being broke? I think we are. We're addicted to being broke and penniless.
That's an obsession. That's a different thing.
Oh, I'll tell you guys something. You're not gonna like this, but I'll tell you. Okay, so a couple years ago, we have an art school here called CCS, College for Creative Studies, and there were some foreign students here. I think they were here from China or Japan, and they were going to the college. Well, it was on the news one morning. They went out, and on the way back to the campus, they were approached by 2 or 3 guys who took them, took both of these young men to the ATM, made them empty the bank accounts, take off their clothes, and perform oral sex on them.
Wow.
And then they let them go free, you know. And these are 2 art students. And I'm sitting there looking at this, and people around me saying, "That's a damn shame, Varian." And you know what I said? I said, no, I know what that was. That was their final course. That was their final art course. They finally got the final lesson. You're gonna be broke, penniless, cloveless, and you're probably gonna have to suck a dick.
Oh my God.
They muted their mic so no one can hear them laughing, but it's true.
And I told you not to tell that story about me again.
True tales of the comic industry.
Like, you want to know how I got to draw Spider-Man? Well, it was a dark night in the Marvel office, and
meet me in the supply closet.
you know why we hire interns. Don't be stupid.
yeah, like,
It's like the Ring Boys for WWF, you know, back in the day with fucking Pat Patterson.
Oh, poor Pat Patterson. Well, not poor Pat Patterson. Poor Ring Boys.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Speaking of wrestling, I gotta order our tickets soon.
Yeah. I wonder, Randy, when you did turn down that opportunity at Marvel, did you regret it? Like, how soon after did you regret it?
I never did.
Never regretted it. Still don't to this day.
No.
Well, look, man, you could have been the star prime artist of drawing Alf or something.
I was not up for drawing Royal Prince of a Boy. So.
Star Comics, right? You
actually
could have been drawing like Alf. You could have been drawing like fucking Ewoks. You could have been, you know.
Oh yeah, could have done Heathcliff, all that stuff. At the time, I was going through a bad divorce, so that was the main reason why I turned them down. It wasn't the money; just made me laugh. And,
I mean, especially if they expect you to move to New York.
Yeah.
I mean, that would barely cover your rent.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. That was immediately my thinking.
Well, look, they worked poor Jack Kirby to death, man. They were going to try and do it to you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The whole point is get the books out, make as much money as you can, and spend even less. So if they were ever able to find people that would work for those low wages, they were just more than happy to do it.
Newsflash, Scott, they still do.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, if I was an artist, I don't know if I would want to work for one of those companies with just like a page rate and that's it, you know, because you can make far more money just doing your own thing now. You know, it's how it seems anyway.
If you can learn to monetize your efforts and keep tight control over your expenses, yeah, you can make a fair living if you can find an audience for it. And now, speaking of that, you know, the fact is, we have a little bit of connection, Randy, because I worked for Sid Jacobson when I did the Space Ghost.
Did you really?
For Archie, yeah. And the only reason I did it is because I was able to mail the stuff in. I didn't have to move to New York.
Yeah.
Because they paid dirt cheap rates for those pages. It was
Archie always does.
Yeah. And
Archie was worst per page company.
Oh yeah.
I think that was out there.
The only reason I took the job is because one, it was Space Ghost, and I knew I could monetize that connection down the road. Yep. And I loved the character enough, and I didn't have to move, so I didn't mind the low page rates, and I knew I could parlay it into other things, which is what I did. But if it was any other character, I would have turned it down flat.
Yeah,
it was just crazy. It was like, I don't know, $60 a page or something. It was
whoa.
Yep, that's not surprising.
Yeah,
very believable for Archie.
Yeah, it was just. Now, luckily, I got a little more per page because I penciled and I colored the book. But but the coloring was only like $25 a page.
Andrew Peapoy used to love working for Archie and did for many, many, many years. But he got to ink Sonic the Hedgehog, and he can do an issue in like a week.
Oh yeah, Andrew's a machine. I mean, he's awesome with his brush and pen.
He is.
And again, you know, if you have the production rate like somebody like Andrew or even like Tim Eldred or something, you know, you can make some money, but you know, you have to be consistent and be willing to work those kind of hours.
That's what you have to do.
Yeah.
That's why.
So Rob, I got a question for you.
Rob,
regarding our bonding series.
What do you got?
So that was a horrible series. I mean, it was entertaining to me just because it's whatever. Oh yeah. Even though it's not accurate. What shows would you recommend?
Oh, I don't know if there is one, honestly, at this point. I don't think anyone's done it right. I mean, I hate to say it, the closest thing ever was Exit to Eden with Rosie O'Donnell. I think almost captured it better than anything else since then has captured it.
I got completely turned off of BDSM now because now I'm picturing Rosie O'Donnell in like, you know, some
Larry, there was a period, a small window there that she was actually chubby cute.
Like I just got mortified with bad imagery.
And she looked really good.
She wasn't
really
into
good
it.
dressed in leather. Yeah.
Yeah. They were trying to make fun of it, but they actually took it serious at the same time. It was very unique for its time. And I
Okay.
think it actually nails it better than anything that's been made contemporary, which is a shame because there's a lot of good stuff that could be adapted.
No, was this early on in Rosie's career? Or was this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
This would
yeah.
be Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
Too. Dan Aykroyd was in it of all people.
No kidding. Pre SNL days?
No, post.
Wow.
Yeah, this had to be late 80s, early 90s. Extremely early 90s.
What
Yeah, I
was
remember hearing the
of
name
movie
before. I
again?
just never saw it.
Exit to Eden.
That's right.
I've heard that name. I've heard that the name of the movie.
Yeah, because it actually touches on real aspects of the community. There are shows that have shown it within the shows, but it was never like a main part of the show. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah, because I've been looking for shows that actually portray it right, and
Like
I haven't
Billions.
come across
Do you know
one.
the show on Showtime called Billions?
Never heard of it.
It's about Wall Street people, but the main character, and I can't think of his name, but he's in everything. He's the guy who played Madison on HBO as the president, Golfini or something like that. He's a funny actor, but he's in everything.
James Gandolfini?
Yes, him. He actually shows that he has a fetish, and it affects his life in very dramatic ways. And it's
Okay.
done in a very interesting fashion, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's the movie poster for Exit to Eden,
Yeah.
1994.
Yeah, there you go. See?
Wow.
Yep.
And-
Dana Delaney was in that too, if I'm not. Yeah, she was in that.
Rosie O'Donnell's got a little hotness there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I
Yeah.
said, there was a time when she was kind of cute. Actually, quite cute.
I always thought she really nailed it as Wilma in that Flintstones.
Right?
I mean,
She wasn't Wilma, though. She was Betty Rubble.
yeah, Betty. That's
Yeah.
it, Betty Rubble.
You know, I learned who did her voice.
Hmm.
Do you know who voiced Betty Rubble?
I want to see it.
Who, man?
Wasn't that was a
Take it.
Never mind. Don't worry.
Did you ever see Petticoat Junction?
yeah.
Well, I'm trying.
The mom on Petticoat Junction.
Oh, she was the voice of Betty Rubble. No kidding.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh my God. I would have thought that was June Foray because she was, of course, doing all the female voices then.
No, June was Rocky.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. And Garth Grandma and all that.
Yeah.
I just went.
Lola, you just get a tip of $1?
I did.
Oh, so you're gonna take a shot then? Is that what the deal is?
$5 is the shots.
Oh, $5. Gotcha.
Yeah, you got to fork up
Yeah.
4 more there, okay?
The-
And Lola will
Every
take
$5
each shot.
donation is a shot.
Hey, Rob.
Yes, sir.
How much traffic do you get for your material in the fetish community?
The community likes it. Actually, it's been well received. I've been in New York with it. They like it. I have offers to be in shops, but I don't feel like putting single issues in a shop. So we're making a trade this year. Once I make the trade, I'm actually invited to 4 or 5 different community places, and then I should have an in with an actual retailer that does adult entertainment stuff, such as toys and novelties, that will probably distribute it to different shops. It's sad I have to go that road, but if I want to make money off the property, you have to go where the business is.
Well, you got to understand that, Rob, that like when it comes to comic books, and comic books covers a great deal of genres. Just don't get me wrong, but your genre is a niche, right? And it's
Well,
a
no, not
particular
really.
niche. Yeah,
Not
yeah,
at
it is.
Well, Larry, I go to a lot of shows, and I can tell you it's not a niche when I'm out selling my friends with comic books.
Well, I can tell you, I walk into any LCS and I don't see a fetish book on the shelf, so it's a
Well,
niche.
Well, it's a niche in your area. That's the point of my book. So I'm
Okay.
trying to get it past that area. You have to remember 50 Shades of Grey sold more copies than any other contemporary story in the last 10 years.
True.
And I deny that.
I
There's
don't think, the thing is the dispute was being a niche. It's when you think about the size and the interest that America has, just America, with sexuality of any sort, or even the genre of fetish, which doesn't even necessarily mean sexuality.
Mhm.
It is by far, I would not call it a niche. I would think it's a complete genre unto itself. It's not considered mainstream by a lot of people,
No, it won't be mainstream because it's what we do at night.
Yeah,
And people don't. Some people like it being hidden in the shadows because it makes it kind of cool.
yeah, it gives it that little extra edge to it you can't have if it was on your everyday shelf.
Yeah.
So,
Well, by niche, what I meant was like, say like I make a comic book on fucking Hacksaw Jim Duggan, right? The wrestler. Who's going to be more interested in that comic book? Is it going to be comic book fans or wrestling fans? And I would dare say it would be wrestling fans. The same way I would say that people that are into BDSM are going to be more interested in that comic book than say the average comic book fan.
I don't know. I sell it to a lot of average comic book female fans. I sell it to a good amount of male fans too. Again, I don't have trouble selling that book, except for there are times I wind up at Bible Belt places, and then I do have trouble. But if I'm not near a Bible Belt area, like a strong religious community, I do really well with that series. People are actually surprised to table with me the interest that it has.
okay, first of all, let me clarify. Who is it at Rebel Comics? What's your name again?
My name is Larry.
Larry. Okay, Larry. I guess I would be interested in knowing how would you define how would you define a niche?
Okay,
It's a
before
market.
you answer that,
A market that not everyone is going to be into, like not everyone enjoys professional wrestling. The professional wrestling is a niche market, right? There's lots of smaller things that are popular with a certain smaller group of people that isn't mainstream. Like you hit it on the head. It's never going to be mainstream, right? So if it's not mainstream, then it's a niche. Superheroes are mainstream, so superheroes are not a niche, right?
I don't know. I mean, the thing is, if you're going to give it those kind of parameters, you'd have to really be specific about how large or how widespread is something before it becomes mainstream versus being a niche as it is.
If I can't see it when I turn on primetime TV at 9:00 at night, it's probably a niche.
Then how come they tie people up on primetime TV?
They're only starting to do that now because of 50 Shades of Grey.
No, they did that at soap operas when I was growing up, dude.
I've never
You're-
seen it,
you're
bro.
way off base. Don't
You certainly have seen different programming than I have.
Well, you're in
That's
Canada.
possible. I live in America. We could definitely have different things. Just speaking from the American
I'm
market.
going to cut all of you guys off for a second
Okay.
to announce some things.
Oh.
One, my tip jar is open. So everyone can go to the link that's in the comments to donate $5 and I'll take a shot. And then also, before I got it working properly, Germs did donate $7 to me, so I do have to take a shot. And I'm going to let Rob pick the flavor tonight. Okay? So Rob, I got cherry, apple, watermelon, and tropical punch.
Apple's always good.
Why does everyone pick apple?
Is
Okay.
it green apple or is it red apple?
It is sour apple.
Oh, that's why. Yeah,
Can,
that's just
can,
Yeah.
can I chime in with a suggestion?
What's that?
Watermelon.
Watermelon's my favorite.
Watermelon's good.
I know, but you can pick the next one.
Okay.
If someone donates another $5, you can pick the next one.
I wonder
Rob,
how
pick
much
this
money
one.
we can make off this. Probably
The
more
first
money in this
day-
than comic books.
The first day I did it, I was really messed up. I had, I think, a little over $45 in donations, so I was taking a lot of shots.
Wow.
Damn, I would quit my job if I could drink for money.
Larry, I would pay money to see you drink for money.
Oh, damn, man. Subscribe to Rebel Comics and Gaming. That happens usually on Friday nights.
Nope, you said something?
What?
Variant's got a quote up. That's that cartoon porn money.
Cartoon porn money, yeah.
Porn money.
Hmm.
Yeah, look at the cartoon porn, Mike.
And Brian Germain wants to know, are furries a niche?
Yes, absolutely. They're a niche.
Yeah,
I would agree with that.
I would.
Furries, yeah.
Yep.
And I
Furries
think,
are awesome, though. I like furries.
well, I
picture
think
with
they're,
them every time.
I think they're a niche by design as well as choice.
Mm.
I think people who are great fans of furries and participate, I think they definitely want it to be off the radar off the beaten path, kind of in their own bailiwick, if I got the right phrase there, because it is something so specific to their kind of, to their kink and fetish that they want it to be that way.
Yeah.
And it is a fetish too, man. I hear rumors of what they do in those suits. I get worried when they come up and hug me.
Why?
I will say this.
Why? It's dirty. That's why.
I take pictures with them at pretty much any show they're at.
The furries, though, as the people that participate, they probably put more time and attention into those suits and outfits that I've ever seen. I mean, they make 98% of the cosplayers out there pale by comparison. The time and energy and money they put into those suits and the detailing is out of this world.
Can you imagine though walking around in that all day, 3 days straight at a fucking convention? You would sweat to death, man.
Yeah, but that's part of what's good for them. That's part of their,
Yep.
The fact that they can imagine themselves as an anthropomorphic fox or whatever. Oh,
what did the box say? Whoa.
Didn't have to say nothing.
Susie,
remember that song? It drove you nuts. Like,
Didn't have to say nothing.
Susie and I went to one furry convention to try it out, and we saw a guy there who had leg stilts on, and he had this outfit of this Egyptian, I think Anubis, the
dog,
the Egyptian dog.
Oh my God. The detailing, that outfit was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen in my life. Unbelievable. And it's just so impressive. So impressive.
And Scott got mistaken for a Huggy Bear the entire show.
I would almost look at that as like going to like a My Little Pony convention. I'd be equally as weirded out, you know?
Well, it's not for everybody. It's definitely an acquired taste, an acquired thing.
I remember we had this woman come up to the local shop when I was working there, and she was an artist for My Little Pony, right? Drawing for IDW. And I had to set up the tables and get it all ready. And I looked at the manager, who was my roommate at the time. I said, dude, what am I going to expect here? Is this going to be like fucking 12-year-old girls? Or is this going to be like 40-year-old men showing up to this thing? He looks at me, he goes, honestly, bud, I don't fucking know. And so in anticipation, we wait. And sure enough, it was a mix of both, man. We saw everything from like, little kids wanting their pony book signed to these grown-ass men decked out in pony gear with pony shoes, pony hoodies, pony backpacks. It was like the weirdest thing I have ever seen in my life.
The guys that are into it are called bronies.
Oh, I know what they're called. Do you know what clopping is?
No,
you don't want to know.
Oh,
no.
All right.
That's when you get off to like My Little Pony.
But I will say this: my one of my nephews was a brony for a while, and I got into My Little Pony as a show for a while and watched it. It's amazing the amount of detail and time they put into the writing and characterization of that show.
I tried to
really,
do it,
it fools you the fact that the drawings are so cute and adorable. But they really, really pour the attention and time into the storylines and characterizations. It's amazing. It really is. If you give it time to absorb it, you'd be surprised.
Well, after we had that woman come in for the signing, we went back to the house, and I said to my roommate at the time, I said, I got to know what this is all about. I said, is there something we're missing? Is there some sort of inside joke with the show that we don't know about that grown man like it? So we watched the first episode, right? And like I didn't see it. I said, no, this is just a cartoon for girls. I don't get it. And the problem is that the show ended on a cliffhanger. And my buddy looks at me and says, are we going to finish this or not? I said, no, I'm out. He says, yeah, me too. Well, about an hour later, he sneaks back into the living room and finishes it because he couldn't let it go, right?
I love it. I mean, it hooks you. It really can hook you.
I'm confused. So clopping is a My Little Pony?
I'll just say it. Clopping is jerking off to My Little Ponies, right? Because, ponies have like the hoofs, like clop, clop, clop.
Oh, right. That's not called
clopping.
I'm surprised the fetish isn't called horsing around.
Well, I'm sure there's that too, like I watched like the little Howard Stern special where he sent the guy to the brony convention. That was like the most hilarious thing I ever seen in my life.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, they tore it apart, dude. It was epic.
Horsing around is just one that only involves horseplay.
Oh.
Well, that's what My Little Ponies
Something's
are, right? They're
completely
ponies, right? So
But we weren't going to saddle you with that kind of information.
No.
I'll tell you, my favorite pony
We
is the
don't wanna
leader.
stir
I
up
think
trouble.
it's Twilight Sparkle. That she's the best pony.
Mm.
See, I even know their goddamn names. What the hell's wrong with me?
We don't even want to spur on that conversation.
I'm just
Lord knows
surprised.
it'll stir up too much trouble.
Oh look, every brony that's listening to the show now is gonna be all fucking pissed at me. You guys are gonna get like a bunch of brony hate mail like coming in.
Oh no, I love brownies. I
That's all
think
right.
the Little Pony fans are awesome.
No, they're gonna get mad at me because I was just like ragging on their stuff. So you know.
Well, Larry, you get what you pay for. You know.
It's okay. We'll send all the hate mail to Rob anyway.
Who all wanted that book?
Oh
Dave
no, hold on. This one is not me. I don't have a problem with any of those people. That's all Larry.
Yeah.
I'll take my normal hate mail, but I respect everyone's ability to be in their own lane, and I don't judge anyone for being
Oh,
in their
hey, they can do what they want. I just don't understand it. You know, I got a right to say I don't get this fucking shit. You know.
own. Anything Larry has said should be put on Larry for once. And I usually take the hate mail, but this time it's all for Larry, please.
Sorry, Larry, you got to carry it.
Oh,
This one's
dude, I'm
yours.
used to taking heat, man. Fuck, you're talking to the guy that's not even allowed to go to his own local convention. So
Yeah, well, that's because you shouldn't have come out as a you shouldn't have come out with pro code.
Brian Germain says Google the term yiffing.
No.
you mean I shouldn't be a conservative in Canada? Yeah, you're absolutely right. Like,
No,
Krista, I appreciate
Mm.
the reference you sent me.
Yeah, I didn't mean to send it to you.
Well, I tell you what, though, according to what I'm reading here, I'm really going to rethink my love of Bear Claw ice cream. I think I'm going to like it even more.
We'll just leave that to the imagination.
Yeah, Larry, I sent you that the dictionary.
yeah, the
thing.
dictionary of obscure sexual terms. This
Oh,
is
shit.
gonna be,
Shush,
Yeah.
don't give it away.
yeah, this is going to be good reading. This is going to be good reading.
Well, he asked for it.
Yeah, I always ask for it. And I always pay the price for it too.
Varian never smoked.
No.
He never did. Never ever. That is a true fact.
What's that?
Varian never smoked anything.
Well,
Yeah.
good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost my black card because of that. Can't get in any of the cool parties. It's kind of upsetting.
Oh my god.
Mm.
What was that?
What Rob shared to me in the private chat.
Yeah, saw that.
Wow.
You laughing demonically? No.
Well, I can't read that out loud then. Oh, okay.
I can't see it, so that's fine.
Oh, let me
Well,
read it.
Somebody can read it out loud if they want. Go ahead.
All right, I'll read it. I'll read it. The sexual activity with other furries, known as yiffing, the sound of foxes make during sex is part of the subculture for some. Others maintain a non-erotic interest in the subject.
Or in other words, they'll go with it. They just won't have sex.
No.
Yeah, I don't believe them. I don't.
Isn't that called dirking?
Durking?
Shots fired.
I'm just asking. I thought.
Stands
I don't know. Maybe not.
Standards and practices calling.
Mhm.
Could be.
Look, you know, we live in a day and age where you really
Oh, you
can't
guys are
step out
gonna
of
have
line
like
on
so much
anything anymore,
mail
right?
Yeah.
tomorrow for the breakfast buds.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hilarious, and I'm not gonna be there. You guys get all the blame.
All the blame. We'll handle it.
Yeah.
We'll handle it as it comes in.
I like
Yeah.
watching the breakfast buzz. Like I'm like half in bed, just sort of waking up, and I click on YouTube, and there are the boys. I'm like, okay, what kind of trouble is going to happen today?
And we're pouring coffee and causing controversy. Yeah.
Hey, Rob, do you have this dictionary of terms? Oh, where is he? Is he there?
Yeah,
He's
I'm
in
there. I don't necessarily have that dictionary, but I'm sure there's very little on that one that I don't know. But send it to me, Lola. I'll look at it. I didn't know about the Alaska thing. That was
Yeah,
new to me.
no, that was an education to say the least. There,
Randy, do you want it too?
Yeah, sure. Send it to me. I've probably
Okay.
already seen most of it. So.
Yeah, I know about snowballing. Thank you,
Yeah.
Kevin Smith.
Yep.
You said that Kevin Spacey. Did he get you too?
No, Smith.
Oh.
Spacey. Spacey was a lot more men on men stuff. I'm not. That's not my lane.
This is more like
he was
men
talking
on
about
boys
Kevin
stuff.
Eastman. Come on, Turtles. Hey.
Speaking of Kevin, speaking of
All right,
Kevin,
I sent it to everybody.
you guys see that?
They're snowballing all the time.
Oh.
What?
Oh, signed by what?
It's
Kevin by Eastman and Laird.
It's a
There's
turtle
Kevin
head.
Eastman. Yeah.
Just give
There's
it
Kevin Eastman. Yeah, you guys want to know how to do to get this?
Whatever happened to
We don't want to know. We
Laird?
don't want to know.
We-
Alaskan snow dragon. That's where you figured out what the term was, right?
I don't mean to steer us back onto a more well trod road here, but Varian, do you know does anybody know what's ever happened to Peter Laird of Laird and Eastman from the Turtles?
Yeah, he's fucking
he's
rich.
back. Yeah, he's back.
He's
Him
back.
and Eastman are doing Turtles again.
Mhm.
Well, I know Kevin is, but is
No, Peter's back also.
oh
Mhm.
really?
Yeah, they got
In
together.
fact, he's been pretty vocal on the turtle boards again.
Oh, what
They-
where
Yeah, he's-
what is
well,
Laird
according-
doing all this time? I know Eastman bought heavy metal and all that, but
Yeah. I think Laird just took it easy, man. I watched that Netflix on Turtles, and that was a pretty good watch. And they made an agreement when they sold the Turtles off that they can still produce their Turtle comic, right? Without permission, they could just draw and make Turtles whenever the fuck they want. And that's what they've decided to do again, is get back to what brought them to the dance originally, and work on comic.
awesome.
In fact,
In
he was
fact,
going he was going through his archives not too long ago, and he started posting pictures and sketches that he had done back in the 80s. And one of them was Donatello with Varsal, which was one of the Tales from the Aniverse characters.
Oh wow.
And he didn't realize where it was from. So suddenly I got barraged with questions from people
Oh,
going,
no
"Hey,
shit.
are you Randy Zimmerman from Tales from the Aniverse? Peter Laird posted this picture and didn't know who this character was." So it's like,
Can we read that comment that Buddy just said? Bring that back up. Is that
Which
possible?
one?
Brian just
Brian?
pointed out, said a couple got kicked from a local con for yiffing in the center.
Oh my God, is that true?
Brian, we need to know details.
A couple got kicked from a local con for yiffing at the center of it. So yeah, like they were getting on as foxes in the middle of the con floor.
Was it what was it?
Damn.
Umacon. Was that what it was?
Was it at UMaCon really?
I don't know.
No.
I'm just guessing.
Probably.
I hope not.
How much you
That's-
want to
that's my
bet?
assuming.
It was some type of an initiation act or a bet, or something.
Yeah, I got kicked out of my con just for defending fucking Vic Mignonia, let alone yifting someone. Fuck.
It doesn't take much anymore.
Vic Mignonia is a Dragon Ball voice actor that got accused of sexual misconduct, but with no proof, never been to court, and never been charged. Just hearsay that comes out 9 or 10 years later when someone has a grievance against them. And I said, well, where's the evidence to this SJW type? And he looks at me, and he was like dressed as like One Punch Man. He goes, whoa, man, it's getting way too MRA in here for me, man. I'm opting out. And so he waddles away, and I look at my buddy at my table, and I go, what the hell is an MRA? So we had like Urban Dictionary of this shit. It turns out he was accusing me of being a men's right activist, and I was like the biggest sexist, misogynist piece of shit in the world. And so I made a response video in kind to it, and then my local con saw it. An hour later, they called me up and said, yeah, you can't come here anymore.
Wow.
Yep.
Hey, who is this Niobe cosplayer? She's
That-
like
That's my girlfriend, or
She's
my
yiffing.
fiance.
Yiffing.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's her. That's Miss Vicky Kim.
She's so beautiful. Is that really her? Is that her icon?
No, that's really her.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
She's been on the show here before. She was on last week.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. She's actually going to be here at the house on March the 1st, and I can't wait to see her.
Awesome.
Are you guys gonna yiff?
I don't know if I'm gonna
As
yes.
long as you do it in the privacy of your own home. It's
Look,
totally-
I'm going to let
Between
Vicky kind of
consenting
take control of that
adults,
sort
no
of stuff. So
Yeah,
we'll see
he's
what
gonna
happens.
look at that dictionary and pick out stuff.
I can tell you, there's not much on here I think I would do purposely.
put it on a big wheel and spin it.
But yeah, no, she's a beautiful girl. She's gonna do well, she's already done. But we're gonna do like a really sexy Niobe photo shoot for the next Kickstarter. We're gonna do that calendar. She's gonna be the face of the brand, basically.
Awesome.
I think she knows what pleasers is.
Yeah. No, she's into that stuff. This is why I was looking at those boots, because they'd be perfect for her. Like she knows more about this stuff than I do. You know.
Yeah. She loves pleasers. That's the shoe brand I go with.
Awesome.
They're awesome.
Twisted people. You know,
I know,
you've
right?
You've been
Sick
on for a while.
individuals, man.
Any time to end your show?
Is it?
You've been on for hours.
I've
Before
only
we
been
go-
on for an hour and 40 minutes.
Has it?
Yeah.
She's
What were you
having fun, Varian. Leave her alone, man.
Yeah, you've barely been on for an hour and 40. You started late. I want to show you something that Rob might enjoy, something I ran across last week.
saying? Uh-oh.
There's a charity bookstore. I believe it's in England.
Yeah.
And they have requested, I'm pulling up the tab here. They have requested to please, no more copies of 50 Shades of Grey.
Ah.
Because they've built about the biggest fort that they possibly could.
Oh my God. They
And they're asking for no more copies of 50 Shades
When
of
do we
Grey.
get to burn that for it, man?
Oh, that's great though. Wow.
It looks pretty
Set
cool.
that thing ablaze.
That is very cool looking.
I gotta admit, I really don't like the BDSM thing, because I lost a girlfriend to that. Like, some asswipe stole her from me and brought her into that world. So ever since then, I had a big resentment for that whole world.
So you base your resentment on one person.
Yep. I mean, don't we always base our things on bad experiences in our life?
Well, you could have there's connective tissue, obviously, between somebody you might have been close to and some reasoning why they left. But I don't think I wouldn't.
No, I blame the excitement and the allure that provided to her ruined the relationship.
Well, I hate to break that to you, then she probably was never really yours in the first place.
Probably not.
That's true. Now,
She,
I want to skip the record and Varian. That's another old guy reference.
Mm-hmm.
I want to skip the record back a few seconds about Peter Laird,
Mhm.
just as a point of interesting, or a point of trivia. Back when I was doing small press comics, even before, Rand and I knew each other, there was a small press comic book company here in Muskegon, Michigan, that actually had a pinup in it by Peter Laird, really quite a bit pre-Turtles. And it was probably one of the best pieces of artwork in that whole book. And I always found it interesting that I've still got copies of it too, that I remember thinking, oh, that's kind of pretty good. So when Laird and Eastman finally did Turtles, I made that connection. I thought, oh, that's pretty neat. I remember I've seen Laird stuff years before Turtles. And he was actually quite active in the small press world.
in the fans world, yeah.
So when they broke through the wall with the success of Turtles, it just took everybody by surprise.
Yeah, well, Turtles was one of those kind of big hits. Even when I was growing up at like 14 years old, before there was the TV show and all that, I was one of the few guys that was buying Mirage Studio black and white Turtles. You know what I mean?
Oh,
when
sure.
the Turtles all wore red bandanas and they weren't saying cowabunga and eating pizza, when it was actually pretty much a dark and gritty book.
Oh, it was very, very fascinating. It was actually quite serious. That's why most people don't realize, who didn't understand or didn't know the property before the success of the cartoon show. They're just completely shocked that it was as dark and gritty as it was.
Yeah.
Take off.
I'm about to end the show, but I'll take a shot of watermelon just for you.
There
Oh,
you go.
awesome.
Yeah.
Let me savor it with you.
Okay. Ready?
Oh.
Cheers.
Oh.
It's all gone now.
Oh, that was
Now,
good.
now I
Did you
want.
enjoy the experience?
Before you guys go, see
Yeah, it's looking good, brother.
she has a little Woody on her knee there.
The hell is Vicky saying here? It's the whole. It was this whole intellectual property, lonely girl, FUC circle jerk. What are you talking about? What's she referring to?
What is she at?
It's probably back when we were talking before. Hold that back up, Varian. We'll do a full screen on it.
Oh, no.
Now, I take it that's Poison Ivy hanging out with
Yeah.
Groot.
Yeah.
Groot, man, then this one.
You lower down a little bit. I want to see your face. Oh, that's nice.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, Groot's in trouble, man. He's gonna get fucked over.
Yeah, but he can go in places the other two can't, pretty much.
Whoa!
Of course, it doesn't hurt that Varian has such a wonderful model in Lola be hanging around all the time. So
Yeah, she said.
it doesn't hurt.
It helps. It helps.
Did you hear that, Lola? Did you see how I kind of, up to you and,
So by the way, Geekgasm brought to you by Vanish Erasers. That's right. Vanish Erasers takes away all those mistakes. That's little problems like pencil marks or unwanted children. Vanish Erasers.
oh,
And I want to thank Rob for coming on and sharing his gripes with us about the show.
I think Varian's the one that's been taking shots.
Anytime you want someone to complain about anything television, just call
Are
me.
you going to watch more seasons of it?
I'll watch it just because everyone always asks me my opinion on it, so it's better to be informed than not, right?
Yeah,
What shows this?
Bonding.
Oh,
Bonding.
Bonding.
It's
Gotcha.
on
It's
Netflix.
on Netflix.
And it has
Watch
a
it
season
when you're
2.
bored.
I'm gonna watch tonight. Yeah, some lotion.
There's new season on Batman.
Lotion in one hand and just drinking the other.
All right, so before we go, I do want to thank everybody for coming on, and I do want to thank all of our listeners on all platforms tonight.
Ask everybody where they can be found.
I was getting to that.
Okay.
I was saying my thank yous first.
Varian, back off, man.
Well, since you want to talk so much, where can we find you?
Oh, that's easy. I'm on IndieVolt, and you can find me on Twitter at kid_v. Also, my personal website, which is whenweriot.com. There's also, just IndieVolt. I'm on the Breakfast Buzz tomorrow. It's going to be epic. You guys need to be there.
It's going to be epic.
Yeah. You guys need to be there. It's going to be a great show tomorrow. We've got, I'm telling you right now.
World of half-awake comic geeks.
We're
There
gonna,
rises a cup of coffee, unlike any other.
we're gonna check in with EVS tomorrow.
You're gonna check in with the Frogman? What's going on with the Frogman tomorrow?
Hopefully he'll show up, man.
Yeah. We're gonna check. We're gonna do a lot. We're gonna. It's gonna be awesome tomorrow. You guys.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably our biggest show ever.
Yeah.
Brian Jermaine says, "Yeah, Varian, whose show is this?
Yeah. This
This
is
is
Lois.
my
Robin.
show.
Yeah.
I'm in control."
Lola's gig. So
Lola's
back
in
off.
control.
I'll shut up. Before I do shut up, I want you guys to look at my Ninja Turtle Lego thing I built. Look at it. Isn't it cool, guys?
Back off,
It's a-
man.
I can't see it, dude. Here, let me look.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, wait. I see
We're gonna
something.
make him big.
Oh my God! Pieces of oh, that's right.
He's big.
Oh, yeet. Well,
Yeet? What?
we'll take
Was
your
it-
word for it.
Was that like Lego or something, dude? Or what are we talking
Yeah,
about?
it's like a Lego thing, and you have to put it together. But look, it even got stuff inside the little building, and it came with a little Ninja Turtle mini comic.
Oh, I'm gonna sleep better tonight.
Oh boy.
Right.
Boy.
Isn't that awesome?
Awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. All right, I just thought I'd show you that.
I recently started building Legos again. Not that I was ever really big into it, but I'm a big Overwatch guy. So I built the Overwatch Diva Lego, and I got the Reinhardt Lego. And,
What are you doing with Big Boy?
Lola, you are far too accommodating to that guy.
I am.
he's got something
But I
else,
love him.
like a Burger Boy or something.
Burger Boy.
That's Big Boy.
Yeah.
You don't recognize Big Boy?
Oh, I recognize it, but I don't know really where it's from.
Brian wants to know. This is for Randy and
Elias
Varian. Can he join you guys on the buzz tomorrow?
Yeah, sure. You can come in. I'll shoot out some links.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, usually you guys just kind of run an open show, like people can just jump in, right?
Yeah,
For the most part, yeah.
pretty loose.
Unless we have it booked full of guests already.
If
Okay.
Like tonight, I didn't have a topic, so it was just a free for all.
awesome.
I have a Jollibee and I'm not afraid to use it.
Well, Mr. Jollibee, you can tell us where to find you at.
Oh, you can find me on Facebook and Twitter, and I do the Zim Geek channel on YouTube. And my next convention's the Great Lakes Comic Con that's coming up here in a couple days, Friday and Saturday down in Warren, Michigan. Then April 18th, it's the downtown Flint Comics Con, and June is Saginaw. June 27th is Saginaw Comic Con. I'll be there. So happily to sign books and do sketches and say hello and not necessarily talk about yiffing. So
Whoa. But he didn't say he wouldn't either. So.
Keep that off the table.
said
Yeah.
not necessarily. Yeah.
Is that is the Great
I
Lakes?
never had it on the table. What?
Is Great Lakes the one that's it's on Macomb County Community College?
Yes.
At what?
You're
At
going to
what?
be there, aren't you? I think you're scheduled to be there.
Say that again.
At the
Great
Macomb Community College.
It's Macomb.
Yeah, Macomb. I say Macomb.
Yeah.
Macomb.
Macomb. Yeah, I don't think I've been.
Potato.
That's okay. He's in Muskegon. So,
Yeah. Kiko.
Muskegon.
Well, now you can tell us where we can find you at, Mr. Rosema.
I will be hanging
That's
around. I will be lurking about my house for the next couple of weeks until.
An angry turtle.
God.
Show it to the camera. Show it to the. There we go. Angry
Holy
turtle.
Look, he looks like he's
Dude.
fucked up on drugs, man. It's like, where can I get some more crack, dude?
Yes.
All he's missing is the ball from that ball gag.
It's a Funko Pop available in your area. Yeah.
No,
a
it's
Teenage
not.
Mutant Ninja Turd. See?
Is that what it is? It's a
Yeah.
ninja
Yeah.
turd.
Yeah. You give them food
And he
and they
poops.
poop.
I personally am asking to have free space
Puckles?
time here instead of this Varian guy getting all the time. I've got something important to tell you guys.
What's that? Go
I'm-
ahead.
I'm going to be lurking about in my studio for the next couple of weeks, but on March 7th and 8th, I'm going to be hanging out at the Midland Comic Con.
Nice.
Courtesy of Paul King. I mean, you're going to be there too, aren't you, Randy?
No.
Oh, you're not going to be at Midland?
I don't know what's happening in March.
March 7th and 8th.
Yeah,
Paul,
March 7th and 8th.
Paul King is with some guys putting a show on there near Midland. Isn't it near Saginaw?
Yeah. No, Midlands. Yeah, it is around Saginaw. Yeah.
Okay.
I might be up there for a day. I don't plan on setting up though.
Okay. Yeah, but I'll be there in the first part of March.
We politely told the guy he should move it to the fall, and it was too late. He had already rented the mall out. So it's in a shopping mall, apparently.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be an adventure, that's for sure.
And then the weekend after that is Fantasticon in Toledo. I'll be doing that.
Holy Toledo.
And
Oh,
then the big show of the year, the MuskyCon show, the next Saturday.
Muskegon.
MuskyCon. That was 2 weeks ago.
That was 2
Sterling
weeks
Heights.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Oh,
the
my.
wrong Musk. Wrong Musk. Sorry.
Musky. Whew.
That was the MustyCon.
Yeah.
So my March is full. So that's where I'm going to be at.
It's Necronomicon.
Help you make lots of money, man.
Yeah, hope so. Thanks.
Rob, where can we find you at?
Everywhere he owns the internet
Yeah, he owns every site.
with the fetish agenda.
Is he still on? It looks like he's muted.
He's
I'm
muted.
doing the forecast for tomorrow. You can find me at indieadvocates.com with all the amazing coverage of indie creators. It's the Global Indie Digital Comic Con, which is always open. And you can find my personal stuff at mranderson.com or theindiedevil.com, and I'll tell you about the tales that I'm telling.
Awesome.
Is there anywhere,
Anderson.
is there anywhere else there? Anywhere else? Just kidding.
Are you talking about Concrud, my new site?
Is that your site?
Apparently,
Just
someone
kidding.
gave it to me and didn't tell me.
Did
It's
they
a
just
person.
handed it to you?
Nobody ever tells you when they give you con crud. That's the problem.
Was that? Was that
It's just a good point. You just get stuck with it and you feel shitty because of it.
Well,
And-
keep up the fashion, Rob. It's good hearing from you again.
Thank you, man.
And Larry?
Yeah, well, you're gonna usually find me underneath a dumpster somewhere.
that's
Probably
only on
have
Fridays
drunken
and Saturdays.
days.
Yeah.
Lighting
Well,
fire.
no, they won't allow me at conventions around the area because apparently I'm too controversial and they don't know how to handle me. But you can find me on Rebel Comics and Gaming on YouTube. That's usually where all my shenanigans take place. I like bringing on different creators on the show. We also do a lot of gaming, so it's like half comic book talk, half live gaming sort of stuff.
Oh,
Twitter at Niobe Comic, Facebook at Niobe Comic, Instagram, which I never check, but you can still follow me there at Niobe Comic. And I want to plug Vicky really quick. Follow her on Instagram because she made the like official Niobe cosplay page. So it's
You say you want to plug her?
well, I definitely want to plug her, but
That's later. That's later.
whoa.
damn girl. Well, it is called
That's
Geek
what
Out,
it
right?
sounded like.
Hey, she said it, not me. But yeah, Niobe Cosplay is the official Niobe Cosplay is the Instagram page where we're going to be putting up all her great looking photos once we get that ball rolling. So
Cool.
Awesome. Well, with that being said, it wraps up another episode of Geekgasm.
Excellent.
So we will catch you guys next time. Well, you can catch Randy and Varian tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And then next
Only if you have a big
Tuesday.
enough mitt.
Yeah, right.
Does that start at 9 o'clock tomorrow, guys?
9
Yeah, in the
a.m. Yes,
morning,
sir.
9 a.m.
9 a.m.
And then every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. is Indie Vault. And then every Wednesday at 9 p.m. you get me with Geekgasm.
my favorite show.
Oh, yeah.
Better of the three offerings, trust me, of all.
Geekgasms are the best.
That's the thing, Lola. You ought to just yank the control out of Variant's hand from Indie Volt and just take it over. Girl power.
No, I got too much to deal with. I handle the publishing company. And then I'm working
Cosplayer
on
says new
my
photos
2
in
books right
March.
now.
All right. Hey,
Yeah, brand new photos in March. I'm bringing her to my friend who's a professional photographer. We're gonna do like an actual real shoot that we've done before.
Good.
I'm also gonna use the green screen, so we can put any sort of background behind her. Like we're gonna do some really cool stuff coming up.
cool. Look forward to seeing it.
Thank
Yeah.
you, sir.
Oh, my thing is not working.
No.
Your thing,
It keeps
hang on.
freezing up.
I can,
You got me?
I think
with
I-
my
I
outro?
got you.
Yeah, make
I'm
sure
not
you-
sure which one's your exit.
Or
though.
same as our intro.
Same
Same
as
as
my
intro.
intro.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. Say your goodbyes.
Bye, guys. Catch
See
you
ya.
next time.
Thanks for being here.
Adios.